Hope you have noted down all the figures of speech. Sibilance, sunset, sun, set, star, all the S underlining, alliteration, then clear call alliteration, then the bar personification. One more figure of speech is there, that is enjambment. E-N-J-A-M-B-M-E-N-T, enjambment. When the meaning of a line goes beyond the end of the line, when the meaning of what is being said goes beyond the end of the line to the next line, then it is called enjambment. There are many instances of enjambment in this poem. I want you to pick out one on your own. Okay, that is the first assignment that you have. So the first stanza is over. We are going to the second stanza. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and form, when that which drew out from out the boundless deep turns again home. Let's go through the lines. But such a tide as moving seems asleep. When the ship puts out to the sea, if the tide is full, if it's high tide, it's easy for the ship to move out into the sea. So here the poet says, when he is embarking into the journey, you see, when I put out to the sea, the meaning is coming in the next line. But such a tide as moving seems asleep. The tide must seem as though it is sleeping. There shouldn't be much turbulence in the waters. Here tide is personified. Tide should look as though it is asleep. And when it should be too full for sound and form. Sound is caused when the waves beat down. And when the waves beat down, there is a lot of form. Form means, you know, that pipe thing, bubbles. That is form. Now, actually, the sound and form symbolifies his doubts. Sound stands for doubt. Sound has something solid. That's why that sound comes. Doubts. Doubts has some solid. He heard some things. That is why he is having doubts. And fears. Fears are baseless. Like bubbles. Bubbles are empty inside. It means not empty, there is air, but no solid thing inside. So like that, fears. So sound stands for doubts and form stands for fears. So when he gets into the sea, he wants the tide to be trouble-free without any sound and form. And then he says, what is dying? When he dies, and he says, when that, here that stands for water. Underline that and on top of it you write water. Drew out, water is coming out. How is water coming out? Like, it's the process of evaporation that is being said. You all have learnt it. The water is coming out as vapors, and then what is happening? From where is it coming out? From the boundless deep. Boundless deep stands for sea. Underline boundless deep and write on the top sea. So water is coming out as vapors from the sea, forming clouds, coming down as rain, falling on the rivers, and the rivers from there, the rivers are taking the waters back to the ocean. The water which went out from the ocean is coming back to the ocean. Like that, he came from heaven and he was sure that he is going back to heaven. He is reuniting with God. Once more, let me go through it. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and form. What is his doubts and fears? You know, that was a time when the theory of evolution was put forward by Charles Darwin. It shook the very foundations of the religion, because until then humans were basking in the glory of the knowledge that God molded man out of dust and gave his own breath, God's breath, to man and gave him life. And so he was just almost like God. And suddenly this man is coming up and saying, you have come out from a monkey. Your ancestor is a monkey. It was devastating. Suddenly to say my ancestor, my great grandfather was a monkey, it was not acceptable to the humankind. He did not want to have any, he did not want to shake his faith, his strong faith in God. He believed that he came from God and he is going from God. He was not going to believe Charles Darwin at all. Now I know you all may not agree with me, but even I am happy to believe that I came from God. Okay, your belief is yours, my belief is mine, but I will learn Charles Darwin theory also, I accept that also. But this is faith, my faith. Anyway, let's come back to the poem. So you understood the meaning of doubts and what are the doubts and fears he had. So he says, I don't want to have any doubts and fears. I am sure I am going to be reunited from where I came. You have to be very sure about the literal meaning and the symbolic meaning. Let me move on to the next one. Here the figures of speech are personification of the tide. I hope you all have marked it. Then in the second line, full form, FFF. What is the figure of speech? Alliteration, right. So he is here, home stands for where I came from. That is, I am going to be born again in heaven. I am returning to heaven. I am going to be reunited with God. Shall we go on to the next stanza? Okay.